Okay, so I found this TypeScript video course and it somehow works with Vue. So we're going to identify some of these concepts that are going to be introduced in this course. So we obviously have TypeScript and we have Vue. And that's vue.js, JavaScript. And let's see, what do we have? Benefits of TypeScript, IDE, and that stands for the interactive design interface, something like that. It's the software that you use to build software. Composition API, application programming interface. Options API, so we have another one. Now if you're new, go ahead and speak the word options API in that pause of silence after I say it. So if I say composition API, you say composition API. Just get it out there. Either say it in your mind or say it in your head. Don't just sit back and enjoy the show. Turn this into a workbook, audio workbook. Reactive data. What is the difference between reactive data and non-reactive data? Refs. I'm going ahead and put it just what it is, but it seems like that's an acronym for something longer. Props. Custom events. Event handlers. DOM objects, so that stands for document object model. DOM elements. Template refs. So there's different types of refs. One of them happens to be called a template ref. Data from provide or inject. Okay. So let's just put data. Since there's types of data, reactive data. I don't know what this provide is, but we'll find out maybe. Inject. Alright, so that's just an overview. So let's see what's actually in these videos. Introduction, prerequisites, dependencies. You know, dependencies is something we should keep in mind because sometimes you can't even do what you want to do without bringing in some external reference or library. Bootstrap. That just means to start with minimal amount or basic amount of code. Setup code. Composition API, we got that one. Vue components. So there's something called a Vue component we'll be dealing with. Reactive data, we got that. Refs, computed props. So if there's a prop, there's something called a computed props. So let's move this up here. There we go. So there's probably something called non-computed props, maybe. Computed props, event handlers, component events. So we have another type of event, custom event, but there's also something called component events. You know, I'm going to make these all singular. We have a custom event, we have an event handler, we have a document object model element, we have a template ref, no, you have a ref, we have a prop, we have a computed prop. Okay. we have next? Now this is how to declare component events, how to type component events. So typing is important, and declaring is important. See, look at all these typings. Typing. You need to know how to do that. Refactoring. Some kind of challenge. Declaring, typing, component prop. We have a component event. And we have a prop and a computed prop. Now we have a component prop. You know, if we have custom events, we probably have non-custom events or built-in events. So I'm just going to put event right here. Out of the box. Events. Template ref. Template ref. Typing data. Injected. Injection. That's not a concept we have yet. Injection. Into views, provide, inject. They keep mentioning this, provide, inject. So let's move these over here. Alright, so another section, options API, augmenting global properties. So we have a global property, a custom options, custom events. Move this one down here. Custom option. And this whole augmenting, I don't know what that means, adding to something or just changing something, but augmentation is something you'll probably have to be doing, but we'll leave it as the ing verb, augmenting. Alright, so let's see how many of these TypeScript-ish related topics we have. So TypeScript with Vue. So we have 3 and 8 makes 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 concepts for developing with TypeScript and Vue. And that's similar to what the author originally called it. He said with Vue. Yeah, that should work. Alright, so circle back to this, find out what some of these items are in detail. What is this, curious about this inject provide topic here. Okay, 28 concepts for developing with TypeScript and Vue.